Hello, everyone. This is day 17 of Owning Your Brilliance Live, the 21-day challenge. And my name is Donna Sharp. I am so glad to join you tonight. The topic for my discussion tonight is going to piggyback on a lot of the things that I've been speaking about the past week and a half or so. And last night we spoke about establishing SMART goals. And I really took my time to break everything down. Hello, Mr. Kevin. Hello, Miss Tiffany. And last night I really spent some quality time. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Hi, Patience. Hello, Monica. Thank you guys for joining. And last night I spent some detailed time really breaking down SMART goals. A lot of what I found is that a lot of people aren't very clear on SMART goals. And when you ask, I asked last night, are you smart? You know, people's minds probably went different places. So if you hadn't had a chance to watch the segment I did last night, go ahead and take a look at that. I broke down all the acronyms and what they stand for. And just a quick overview. The S stands for being specific. Hello, Required. How are you? Thank you for joining. The S stands for being specific. The M stands for being measurable. The A is for actionable. The R is for being realistic. And the T is for being time-bound. And so with the path that we are all on right now, I just thought it was pretty effective to talk about SMART goals. A lot of us are making, planning, and setting goals, but we don't have some kind of order to it. So last night I just spent some time breaking everything down. So the example I gave was with a young guy that didn't know what SMART goals were. And I took a dry erase board, sat down, and broke everything down for him. I asked him, what goal is he trying to accomplish? And he said he wanted to buy a Mustang. And so I said, all right, what Mustang are you trying to purchase? Is it going to be used? Is it going to be new? Is it going to be borrowed? What is it going to be? Is it going to have a stripe on it? And so he spent time really dissecting the exact Mustang that he wanted to do. And so I said, how am I going to measure that you're getting this Mustang? And he says, well, you will see me in action. You know, I had to kind of pull it out of him because he wasn't sure where I was going with it. And he basically said that he was going to visit the stores, take a look at the cars, try to find out the cost of the vehicle, because you can't just arbitrarily just purchase a vehicle not knowing where it is, how much it's going to cost, what you're going to need to save for, and everything. So how he's going to measure that is basically by trying to see exactly what type he wants and where he's going to go purchase the vehicle. The A is for actionable. So we need to see him. We need to see him going to the dealership. We need to see him maybe going to a used car lot. We need to see him maybe going to, Craigslist or one of those online vendors, so that we can actually see the action taking place in order for him to acquire this vehicle. The SMA, the R is for realistic. It has to be a realistic goal. Now, based on where he's working and how much he's making, he has to determine how much extra money he's going to set aside to get this particular vehicle. If it's used and it's something he wants to buy out of pocket for $5,000, then he's going to have to calculate the funds that he needs in order to purchase that $5,000. If he's trying to do it outright, or if he's trying to do just a portion of it down, he has to take into account everything that he's doing in order to accomplish that goal. So that's SMAR. The T is for, I feel like I missed one. SMA, actionable, realistic. It has to be a realistic goal. Let me back up a step. It has to be a realistic goal. So he's trying to acquire this Mustang within the next, let's say, 2 days. That's not being realistic. It has to be, let's say he said 4 months to 6 months, because now he's taking into account, maybe he's going to take aside an extra $20-$30 off of each paycheck and add it up in order to purchase it outright. I'm using the number 5,000, or he's going to just purchase a portion of it. Okay, so that's being realistic. Just something that you can actually acquire in a reasonable amount of time, because if you set your standards too high, then you're not going to achieve it and you're not going to feel good about the goal that you've set. The R, that's realistic. And the T is for time bound. It mixed with some of the things that I just mentioned. What is a specific date that he's going to purchase this vehicle? And you cannot say December of 2019. He has to say specifically he's going to purchase in December 15th, 2019. So when you write your SMART goal out, keeping all those aspects in mind, you really have to write specifically. I your name, am going to purchase a white Mustang with a black stripe, okay, from, let's say, Mustangs of America. And Mustangs of America paying $5,000 down for the Mustang on December the 15th, 2019. So that's setting a specific goal. It's called SMART, SMART, specific, measurable, okay, actionable, realistic, and time-bound. Hello, Shoshana. Thank you so much for watching. So I spoke about the SMART goals yesterday, but tonight what I'd like to speak about is the belief. I don't know if you guys realize you can set a goal, you can set many goals that you want, but your belief has to be very strong in order to drive those goals home, okay? Now, you say belief. Well, what does that look like? How am I gonna feel like I'm really absorbing the belief of acquiring something? Let's say I want a pair of boots, okay? I can just say yes, I want a pair of boots, just generically. But is it something that you really, really feel, oh, I'm so beautiful, so are you, inside and out? Shoshana, thank you so much. So let's say you want to acquire a pair of boots. You want to make sure when you say it, okay? This is from experience. It has worked so well for me. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because these things have worked for me. I've done it over several years. You probably remember I've been speaking about how to place things on paper, visualizing it first, put it in on paper, and then the manifestation occurs. Well, the SMART goal, you can slip right in there with the plan of action that I told you to put a plan of action. I just gave you the plan of action. That's the SMART goal. You want to write the SMART goal as your plan of action. All right? So now that you have visualized everything that you want in detail, remember, it has to be in color and shape and size, and you have the SMART goal as your plan in the middle, you're going to start to see the manifestation. But what allows the manifestation to take place is that you have true belief of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So these boots that I see, maybe they're knee-high, they are white because I want them to go to an event. They have maybe a blocked heel on them, okay? And I already picture my pantsuit that I'm wearing with these boots. I already see it happening. So I'm feeling the fabric. I'm feeling maybe the canvasy feel of the boots. It's not just a regular leather, but it has a little canvasy feel to it, so it looks chic and sexy. All right? And it has maybe a round toe on it. So you see all the intricacy and the details that I'm sharing with you? It's not just a regular pair of boots. So I'm feeling it. Now, what I'm also feeling, if you can notice, is that I'm seeing the event I'm attending and wearing these boots, okay? So I'm stepping in and I'm feeling the shoe that's on my foot and the outfit is going along with it. Part of believing is really feeling in your heart and your soul and your every being that particular item, that particular goal that you have set for yourself. If you say it generically and it's on the surface, okay, it's on the surface, you're like, okay, I like a pair of boots. That sounds good. I'm gonna just put some boots on and go to the next Christmas party. But if you are feeling it, you're feeling the funkiness, maybe you're even hearing the music, okay? And you should be hearing music every time you walk, because that's gonna shift your focus, your stride, your confidence, and everything else. But once you feel it in your soul and you feel 3 words I'm going to give you: vibration, what's the other 2? I might forget the other 2. Electricity, and I'll tell you the other one when I remember. I have it in the message, actually. When I finish this, you'll see it in the message. But you have to feel some kind of electricity, some kind of vibration, whenever it is that you have really taken charge of what it is that you want to put true belief in. Because once you believe it and your body starts to quiver and you're starting to feel goosebumps, or you get a little nudge, the Holy Spirit may be just nudging you to do something, please, I beg you, just listen to that. Because when you listen to those and watch for those signals, that's the sign that whatever it is that you're believing in, you're really putting your heart and soul into it. Whatever your objective is that you're trying to achieve, you have to live it and breathe it every single day. Put it right in front of you. If it's something that you're trying to do, you say it with confidence, you say it with belief, you say it with your heart, and you'll know. Repeat it like affirmations. Continue repeating it until you feel like your every being is being expressed in the words that you're speaking, okay? And that's what's going to take you to your true belief. So, and then you'll notice that all the things that you're asking for, you're going to manifest. I really want you guys to try that. Find something. We're going into the Christmas week. Find something that you're trying to accomplish. And I want you to just find something small. Speak it into your life. Speak it into your soul. Okay, visualize it, touch it, feel it with your mind. I cannot explain to you how strong and powerful your mind is. Just feel all of it with your every being and watch exactly what's going to happen. There was an example of something I was listening to, and the gentleman said that he wanted to sit with the captain at the captain's table. This was an exquisite, high-end table. And before he went on that ship, in his mind, he said, well, I'm so excited that I'll be sitting right with the captain. And would you know that when he got on the ship, they asked him for his card because they were checking everyone in. And when they checked him in, they said, sir, they looked and kind of, did a little, and took his card and brought him right to the captain's table. So if you can believe it, you will achieve it. Don't forget that. You can believe it, you will achieve it. If you have any doubt, any inclination in your mind at all, it's going to interfere with that energetic flow, with that grounding, with that electricity that you're going to feel in order to believe and take yourself to the next level. So I wanted to kind of drive home on the whole belief aspect. Belief can take you on so many different levels. It can take you to a whole nother platform. But you have to truly believe that what it is that you have, your plan that you have in mind, that you've now scribed very clearly on paper, and you're living it, breathing it every single day. You're seeing it. You're seeing yourself in action every single day. I can guarantee you that those things are going to come to life. So if you have not been trying some of the things I've been mentioning, it's never too late. Pull something out from your goals settings. I'm sure you guys have a book with all the goals that you have set for the upcoming months. If you don't, you really need to do that. I mean, you may have some things in your mind that's milling around that you're trying to accomplish, and you say, next year I want to go. For me, next year I plan to travel, and that's actually a good example for me because I kept saying I want to travel, and unbeknownst to me, I was tapped and asked, would you like to go on tour with us? That's just how simple that took place. And I was just blown away because that wasn't the only thing that took place a couple of weeks ago. There were other things that were manifesting in my life. And it's things that I've been singing on, I've been feeling, I've just been yearning for as far as a change in my life in the upcoming months. And I'm still doing that. I haven't stopped because I'm going to keep pressing it through until I see what's manifesting right in front of me. So it doesn't have to be any magic trick. It doesn't have to be, well, everybody else is getting it. That's another thing I want to mention to you. Make sure that whenever you have this belief in your mind, you cannot have any doubt. When I say any doubt, you can't have just zero doubt. Zero doubt. I'll give you a prime example. If you see someone driving a Land Rover, okay, and you're looking at it and it's something that you aspire to have, and you look at the person and you said, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're driving that Land Rover, or why couldn't that be me? If you notice the words that I use, why couldn't it, I can't believe, you have to make sure that you concisely construct all your words. As soon as it comes out, you've put your spirit out there into the world. So you got to catch it before it comes out. Think before you talk. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't thinking before they speak. They're just la 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 la, whatever's happening. Okay, so think before you speak. Okay, if it's something that's coming out that's negative, grab it before it comes out, because whatever you say, whatever comes off of your tongue is exactly what you're going to manifest. All right, so I hope that helps you. Again, if you hadn't had a chance to watch the segment I did last night on setting SMART goals, if you don't know what a SMART stands for, if you're not smart, check out the segment I did yesterday on setting SMART goals, and make sure that you're tying them into your aspirations and your planning on paper, and also watching to see all the manifestation come to life. So I'm actually on scene tonight at the mall. I just wanted a change of scenery so you guys didn't see me in the same plain location. If you notice, I have some beautiful Christmas flowers behind me and some beautiful plants, greenery. And, I just really appreciate you guys all joining. Miss Tiffany, words are so powerful. Oh, yes, words are very powerful. Shoshana, I'm going to write my goal down. Thank you. I love to hear commitment. It melts my heart. Let's see. Require. I'm just checking all your notes here. Shoshana, that's a different way of learning about SMART goals. Oh, different in what way, Shoshana? How is it different learning about SMART goals? Did you know about SMART goals before? She said it's different. Shoshana said it's different learning about SMART goals. If you didn't know about SMART goals before, then hopefully this is definitely a great new addition. And if you did already, maybe it was a different way that you interpreted before. So what I recommended last night when I did the segment is you want to write it from top to bottom. Okay, so you want to write S at the top, M, A, R, and then T at the bottom. And then across, you write your specific goal out. All right, the M is specific. The M is for measurable. How are you going to measure it? The goal has to be completely written out at the top, specifically. You write how you're going to measure it. You write the actions that you're going to take to see and make sure that it's being put full force and making sure it's realistic. Set a great time date for yourself. And T is for time bound. So guys, I thank you so much for joining me tonight. Don't want to hold you too long, but you talk about feelings. Yes, feelings are super important. You have to have all your guts and your emotion actually feeling this thing. I'll give you an example. I text someone today and just let them know that I was praying for them, and that when I have someone on my heart, I will just message them and say, I'm just thinking about you. I pray that all is well with your family. And they responded back and said, is there a particular reason why you sent this to me at this time? And 9 times out of 10 when I do that, something is going on in that individual's life, or they are thinking about me at the same opportune time. I have to say that partially that's a gift that I have, but the other thing is that I make sure I stay in tune with people that are around me that I know are in need of prayer. So when we talk about, Shoshana, feelings, you have to feel it with your heart, your goals, your heart, your guts. I said your goals, your heart, your guts. It's like when you're in love with someone. I don't know if you have someone right now you're in love with. You'll know it. You'll know if it's on the surface, or you'll know if it's something that deep down, when you speak about this person's name, you feel every part of your being just engulfed in the conversation that you're sharing with someone. It's like me when I speak to someone about singing, I just light up. I just feel the energy. I feel, my presence where I am. I had an opportunity to sing with the band on the ship. And the guy was like, what do you want to sing? I said, I like to sing Killing Me Softly. And when I tapped that mic was hot. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And so I felt the song before I even started. And so when I started to sing, I knew all my diaphragm was going to go into expelling the words and the feeling of the song as it belt to the top of the center atrium there on the ship. But it was just amazing. So yes, I talk about colors. You want to see in colors. You want to see in shapes. You want to see in size. You want to see in texture. I spoke about the boots a while ago. Make sure you feel the texture. If it's a funky pair of canvas boots that you're wearing, make sure you feel the fiber that's going through the boot, so you know when you put it on, it's that elasticity pulling up on your leg, and it hugs your ankle, hugs the bottom portion of your knee. You want to feel it, okay? So try that, and then let me know how that works. We'll continue probably a little bit more tomorrow on a little bit more of the goal setting, because I'm sticking to this because I feel like it's going to make a big impact in your life. If you're not someone that easily sets goals, this is going to be a great start for you, because I'm sure you have a lot of highlights in the new year that's coming up you'd like to acquire. And if you don't start at ground zero and you have your mind all over the place and you have pieces of paper here, pieces of paper there, and everybody's talking to you and everything is all confusing, you're not going to be centered. You're not going to be centered. Maybe I'll have an opportunity in the future to talk to you about being grounded and what it means to be grounded as a Qigong level instructor and as a yoga teacher. I'll share some of that with you. But if you hadn't had a chance to get yourself together and you're allowing a lot of distractions to come around you and throw you off track, you're not going to be set and ready to move to the next level. All right? So I hope that, hello, Miss Leah. Thank you so much for joining. We're just finishing up the segment on SMART goals, setting SMART goals, and also making sure you attach true belief in order to create that manifestation in your life. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Again, this is day 17 of Owning Your Brilliance Live on Facebook. Mr. Kevin, I want to thank you so much again for allowing all of us this opportunity. I've seen so many growth in so many individuals, so many people that were afraid and now they're feeling much better about themselves, but you've truly made an impact for all of us. So we want to thank you so much. I'm sure I'll speak to you guys before Christmas. Otherwise, I would say have a blessed holiday. But we will talk soon, and I love you guys. You take care, and just hug someone that you didn't give a hug today and tell them how much you love them and how much you care. All right? So thank you, Require. Yes, Donna, want to know what, Require? Want to know what? Thank you guys for all watching. I appreciate your patience with me because I sometimes can be long-winded, and it's because I want to make sure I give you clarity and good content so that you can take it and apply it to your own personal life. I love you. Have a great rest of the evening, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 18 of Owning Your Brilliance Live. Thanks so much. Ciao.